Have you ever wondered what the greatest boss in zombies is? Well, first off, what do you guys consider a boss? Would you say the Hellhounds are bosses? Or would you consider them more as mini bosses? Whatever. To make it easier on everyone, I'm going to consider anything that is not a normal zombie a boss. So, Hellhounds are bosses in my opinion. But which boss triumphs the rest of them? Stay tuned to find out. Let me stop you real quick. Before we get any further into the video, I would appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. Now that I've got my shameless promo out of the way, we can venture right back into the video. The perfect boss should instill a level of fear and intimidation into the player. They shouldn't be too annoying or too overpowered. There needs to be a balance. And I believe that there isn't any sound in the universe that'll make you shiver in your shoes like this. Now, I'll be honest with you, when I hear this sound, my heart rate goes from 0 to 100 real quick. And if you haven't guessed it yet, it's the Panzer Soldat, otherwise just known as the Panzer. He is the spitting image of your ideal boss. The Panzer only appears on 3 maps and it also appears in Outbreak. They're each a special variant. The Origins version is of course the original. This is the map that he first shows up in. The setting of Origins just fits perfectly with the Panzer. It doesn't feel out of place like some bosses do on other maps. Once the sirens sound on round 8, you know it's about to get real. He'll drop into the map using his rocket packs that are strapped onto his back. It's only attacks with a flamethrower and giant claw, which was used to pull you closer. Usually, if you were able to craft a staff or get a ray gun from the box, you'd be able to take him out easily in your first couple encounters. Every 4 to 5 rounds, the siren would sound and that would alert you to another attack from the Panzer. After he is killed, a piece of fire staff would be dropped, so the reward is actually worth it. However, Origins wouldn't be the first time the player clashed with the Panzer. Der Eisendrache would be the second iteration of the Panzer Soldat. This time it was even stronger, and it had a new siren. Instead of its giant claw, it would be replaced with a cannon that shot shock charges. Admittedly, the shock charges were a bit annoying, but it did make up for the fact that we had bows. That's what I call balance. Once you would blow its metal mask off, the Panzer's speed would increase. So this would cause many players to panic even more. He drops in on round 12 and comes back every 5 to 6 rounds after. Now time for a fun fact. There are 2 Panzer variants, workers and soldiers. The ones in Origins are the worker variants, while the ones in Der Eisendrache and Revelations are the soldier variants. The soldier variants had more armor covering their helmet, which made the visor more triangular. Soldier variants were also equipped with shock charges. The worker variants weren't equipped with as many attack features, for obvious reasons, but had a flamethrower that was used to melt through the stone. The visor was more circular, which would allow for a better view for the person that was operating the machine. In Revelations, the Panzer would make its final appearance within the round-based maps. Now, there wasn't any differences in this version. It was the same exact model which was used in Der Eisendrache. The Panzer would only spawn after round 20, however. There's really nothing new to learn about this guy, so let's move on. In the newest mode of zombies, Outbreak, you'll run into the new and improved version of the Panzer, otherwise known as Kranzny Soldat. A powered suit of armor would cover these guys. The main attacks of the Kranzny Soldat is the flamethrower that is connected to one of its arms, the other being an armed cannon that can be swung at you when in close range. This version of the Panzer can also use its rockets to try and jump on top of you. As you can probably tell, he's very dangerous, and it's really hard to get away from him once he engages you. You're going to want to make sure that you have Jug and some armor, because he'll straight up murk you if you come in with nothing. The one good thing about the Kranzny Soldat is that you are able to avoid him completely. That's a plus. To conclude this video, no matter what version of the Panzer you're going against, be prepared, be alert, and be careful. This is what makes him the perfect boss within Call of Duty Zombies. If you watched the whole video up until this point, thank you. I appreciate it. If you would like to watch the downfall of Quick Revive, click here. I would also really appreciate that. But anyways, thanks for watching and see you guys later. Peace.